Have you ever wondered what makes a hero? Is it their strength, courage, or loyalty? Today we dive into an incredible story of David's mighty men, warriors whose bravery and loyalty are legendary. Welcome to Bible by Story, where we bring you the Bible in simple, dramatic storytelling. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing Bible stories. David's mighty men were not just soldiers. They were warriors of extraordinary courage and faith. These men were drawn to David when he was fleeing from King Saul. They came to him in the wilderness, broken, desperate, and in debt. But under David's leadership and with God's help, they transformed into a formidable force. Each of their stories showcases how ordinary men can achieve extraordinary feats through faith, determination, and loyalty. 1. Josheb-Basshebeth. Josheb-Basshebeth, also called Adino the Eznite, was the chief of the three mightiest warriors. He once faced 800 enemies in battle and defeated them with his spear. Imagine the scene. One man, standing alone, surrounded by enemies, yet refusing to back down. His faith in God and his determination made him unstoppable. This act of valor was not just about physical strength, but about the unshakable belief that God was on his side. What must have gone through Josheb's mind as he faced such overwhelming odds? Perhaps he remembered God's promises to David or the stories of past deliverances like those of Gideon or Joshua. His actions inspire us to stand firm even when the odds seem impossible. 2. Eleazar, son of Dodai. Eleazar was another of the three. Once, the Israelites fled from the Philistines, leaving Eleazar to fight alone. He stood his ground, wielding his sword until his hand grew tired and clung to it. God gave him a great victory that day. Picture it. A lone warrior, tired and wounded, yet unyielding because he trusted God would deliver him. The image of Eleazar's hand frozen to his sword is powerful. It speaks of relentless commitment and unwavering faith. He could have fled like the others, but instead he chose to trust in God's strength. How often do we let exhaustion or fear cause us to give up? Eleazar's story reminds us to persevere in the battles of life. 3. Shammah, son of Agee. Shammah's bravery was evident when he defended a field of lentils from the Philistines. While others fled, Shammah stood firm. He understood that the land was God's gift and refused to let the enemy take it, and God honored his faith and gave him a great victory. Why defend a mere field of lentils? To Shammah, it wasn't just a field. It was part of God's inheritance for his people. His act of courage reminds us that even the seemingly small things in life are worth defending if they are given by God. Shammah's story encourages us to stand firm in our convictions, no matter how insignificant they may appear to others. The three's bold act. One of the most touching stories about these three mighty men is found in 2 Samuel 23:15-17. During a battle, David expressed a longing for water from a well in Bethlehem, which was then occupied by the Philistines. Hearing their leader's desire, these three warriors broke through enemy lines, drew water from the well, and brought it back to David. But David, overwhelmed by their loyalty and sacrifice, poured it out as an offering to the Lord, saying it was too precious to drink. What does this teach us? It's a reminder of the power of loyalty and selflessness. These men risked their lives for their leader because they loved and respected him deeply. It also shows David's reverence for God, as he recognized the act as something holy and worthy of being offered to the Lord. the 30 warriors. Besides the top 3, David had a group of 30 mighty men, each with their own incredible stories. One of them, Abishai, killed 300 men with his spear. Another, Benaiah, was known for his daring exploits. He killed a lion in a snowy pit and defeated a giant Egyptian warrior by using the Egyptian's own spear against him. These are just glimpses of the bravery and skill of David's men. Consider Benaiah's encounter with the lion. The snow-covered ground would have made the fight even more treacherous. Yet, he pursued and defeated the lion. This act shows that courage often involves facing danger head-on, even when the odds are against us. Benaiah's story challenges us to confront our fears with faith and determination. The loyalty of the 30. The loyalty of these men extended beyond their physical feats. They were united by their love for David and their faith in God's plan for him. They saw David as God's anointed king and were willing to give their lives to see God's purposes fulfilled. This kind of loyalty is rare and precious. It's a call to us to align ourselves with God's plans and to support those he has placed in leadership. David's mighty men were not born great. They became great. They were ordinary men who trusted in an extraordinary God. They displayed courage, loyalty, and a willingness to sacrifice for a greater cause. Their stories remind us that God can use anyone, no matter how broken or weak, to achieve great things when they trust him. Their transformation also highlights the power of good leadership. David's faith, humility, and trust in God inspired his men to rise above their circumstances and achieve greatness. It's a testament to how leaders can bring out the best in those they lead. David's inspiration sees mighty men who not only fought for David, but also inspired him deeply. Their loyalty and courage reminded him of God's faithfulness and the importance of surrounding oneself with people of faith and commitment. David often reflected on the bravery of his men and saw their victories as a testament to God's power working through them. Their dedication strengthened his resolve to lead with integrity and trust in God. The stories of Josheb, Eleazar, Shammah, and the rest of the mighty men fueled David's own courage as a leader and warrior. Their acts of valor became a source of encouragement, showing him that with God, even the most ordinary people could do extraordinary things. In many ways, these men mirrored David's own journey, from a shepherd boy to a mighty king, underlining the truth that God exalts the humble and empowers the faithful. If you've enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bible by Story. Let's spread these inspiring tales far and wide. And let us know in the comments which of David's mighty men's stories inspired you the most. Stay tuned for more dramatic Bible stories told in simple English. Until next time, remember, with God, you can achieve mighty things.
Don't forget to subscribe.